So the first thing you're going to go ahead and do is go to your browser, enter in Hubspot, and then click Get Started on the Hubspot page. And pretty much what we're going to do here is get started by signing up with your account. So after it loads, it's going to bring you to a page where you can just create your free account. So you want to enter in your name, your last name, your email address. In terms of your email, you want to use one that's appropriate to communicate with your partners regularly, just so that you can go back and forth with emails and messages. So just make sure that you use an appropriate email for that. And then you're just going to continue with the sign up process by confirming your email and all of that. After confirming your email address, you're all good to go, and now we're just pretty much going to continue with the sign up process. So you're just going to enter in your password and pretty much all these details. They're going to ask you a little bit of things about your business, quote unquote. You can just put in religious institutions for that. It doesn't really matter. We're not going to get too much into like the business side of things, but this is just for the sake of signing up. So for your company name, you can just add your name and then your ministry partners or just something similar. If you have a website, you can use that for reference. So for the company domain, I did faithministrypartners.com, and for the company name, I wrote Brianna's Faith Ministry Partners. But then they're going to continue to ask you a few details just to set up your account. So you can just go ahead and follow what I've selected, but really this area doesn't really matter because HubSpot is used for more for business purposes, but because it's more of something to organize and connect with your partners and continue to update them, then these things don't really matter, but it's just a matter of setting up your account. Anyway, you're gonna exit the demo after you have signed up with your account, and this will bring you to the main page. So now I'm gonna go over how you can add contacts. So the first thing you want to do is go to the top left corner, click contacts, and then it's going to bring you to a page where you can view all your contacts, where they have the emails, their phone numbers, any of their details, and there's also a date. And if you want to create a contact, you go to the top right here, and this is where you can enter in the email, and this is pretty much where you ask your partners or your potential partners for their details, and you're just gonna grab their email, first name, last name, and any other details in which you can contact them. The phone number isn't that important, but if you have it, then I suppose you can add it just in case. But yeah, this is going to help with your CRM, which stands for Customer Relationship Management, which is pretty much what HubSpot is about. And pretty much this way you can engage with your customers, engage with potential partners through personalized messages, but also you can, most importantly, you can connect with all your partners, and you can email and message and share all of these types of emails. As you can see in the screen, this is pretty much where you can view all of those things. You can even preview it by hovering over the name, and yeah. So to go more into detail about HubSpot, it's more of a growth platform for businesses, but in terms of your ministry partners and organizing that, it's just really helpful for keeping track of any updates or important information, and also gives you a really clear view of all the partners, which is again very organized. And there's timelines of your past interactions with them, and there's many options to interact and change and just pretty much update each partner's stage. Now that you have a fair idea of what HubSpot is about and how you're going to use that to organize and view your partners, I'm going to show you how you can integrate your email into it. So you're going to go to your settings, click integrations on the left sidebar, and then go to email integrations. And this is where you're going to have to install or get an add-in depending on what you're using. So if you're using a PC or Mac, you can pretty much just choose which one if you're using Outlook or Gmail, for example. So this is just me signing in with my email, just so that I could sign up to get the add-in or the plugin. And from here it's pretty easy to follow with the instructions on how you can get the plugin. But pretty much with email integration, you won't have to worry about manually recording your emails or like continuing to save them as you send and receive them, because when you integrate your email with HubSpot, all of your email activity will be recorded and automatically saved inside the CRM, which is why it's pretty useful. When you're syncing your email to HubSpot, you're able to save a lot of time as well, by having a record of all the messages and also an organized view of past timelines of interactions between the partners. And this may be useful when following up with supporters or asking or answering their questions or even updating their partner stages, which is what I will get into later in the video. But essentially, partner stages are pretty much just stages of support because each partner you will encounter may support you at different paces and at different circumstances. Okay, after your email has been integrated, you're going to go sales and then click deals, and this is pretty much how you're going to set up your partner stages. So go to the top right where it says board actions, and you can click edit stages, or you can get to this page through settings. But you're just going to delete all of the existing deals because they're pretty irrelevant to what we're dealing with because partner stages are slightly different, just have different names. In the video you can see that I have made multiple different partner stages and they have different names and different reasons, which I'll quickly go over. Obviously, the first stage would be considering supporting me, and this would be all the partners who you have talked to, grabbed the details off, and they are still thinking about it. For the second one, decided to support me, and this is for partners who have agreed and made a decision to support you by prayer. The third one would be the same as the second one, but instead of prayer, this would be the next step up, which is financially, decided to support financially. The fourth one is when you have thanked the partner, because this is the stage of all the partners who have you have received payment from. So I just named this one thanked for the first payment. To link it back with the email integration, you could thank them through the email or through Hubspot by messaging them, and that's pretty much how you can organize and take note of the partners that you know have supported you. The fifth stage would be thanked for the second support payment. You don't have to call them to thank them, but you do need to ask the account person to tell you whether the second payment came through or not. Is it on the same date as the first payment? And you just ask them that, and that's how you can tell if their automatic payment has been set up. There's 2 points for this. If the finance person tells you that the second payment doesn't come through, you need to follow it up with that partner. From the third payment onwards, the finance person will follow that up. And finally, the last stage would be yearly support payment, and pretty much this is the annual support or one-off support. You need to count all the one-time support giving portions as per year. So if someone is going to give you a one-off payment, you're going to add that in the yearly partner support stage. Meaning if you're given $500, for example, you need to divide it by 12, so you don't spend all 500 in a month. But this is just a suggestion. Also, you can always go back to the same giver after 12 months and ask them for another one-time giving. So essentially those are the partner stages that I have given as an example that you can use. When you continue to progress with your ministry, you will soon have to manage multiple relationships at the same time, and it can get really messy, and it can be hard to keep track of the progress of individual partners quickly and efficiently in terms of emailing them, updating them, getting the details and whatnot. And this is basically why you can use partner stages, or they call it deals, to lay out your partner details visually to help organize, to just keep it really clean, and that you can drag and drop individual partners from one stage to the next, which is also really helpful, again, visually. So in the video, as you can see, when you hover over to preview and edit the details, you can go to deals and select which basically which partner stage that they're at, and also the amount if they have given you a specific amount. And when you go to sales and go to deals, you can drag and drop, as you can see, and this is pretty much where you're going to organize and have a look, and at the bottom you can see it will show you the sum or the total. I'm just going to go to contacts, and I made a bunch of fake names, fake emails, and organized them into different partner stages just as an example to show you, but these are all made up names. When I go to sales and then deals, you can see they all show up here. Again, the bottom has the total sums, and this is pretty much what it might look like when you have multiple partners at once, the dates that join, the amounts, which stage they're at, and this is really helpful. When it comes to managing the relationship you have together, as you can see, I've clicked onto one partner, and I've went into the timeline of past emails, and again I sent like a fake email, and you can see this is how you can check the past emails. You can easily create emails, receive and send, and also view them so that you can also keep in contact. So yeah, that's pretty much the basics of setting up your account, how you can view your contacts, and how you can use partner stages. So I hope that was helpful.